Good, y'all. It's Touchdown here with Rap and Runs, back with another video. So I just got back from Virginia Beach a few hours ago. I did the Shamrock Marathon this weekend. So my original plan was to do a Rap and Runs video for the race, where I provided the daily rap and the daily run, as well as POV of the race through videos and pictures. But unfortunately, I couldn't really get any footage during the race. It was just a bit too much to run for that long and also have my phone out. So for this vid, instead of the typical POV style, we're going to do more of a review and recap of the race, just going over the course and running through the songs that I listened to along the way. Alright, so before I get into the course, just want to go over the results for the race. So overall, it was a pretty good race. I had a great time. And as far as my goal time, I was looking to shave a few minutes off of my PR and try to go for 3:30 or less. In the end, I only took off about 3 seconds, so pretty much matched my PR, which is 3 hours, 36 minutes. But still, satisfied with the time. It was a bit harder to train in the winter, just given the weather conditions, the snowstorms and all that, but I was able to push through that and, had a pretty good race. Alright, so here is the course map. So this would have been the daily run for the original video format. Yeah, it's basically just 2 down and backs, both directions along the Virginia Beach oceanfront area. And yeah, overall, pretty flat course. There's a little bit of elevation gain around miles 15 and 23. You got to cross over a bridge down there. But otherwise, pretty flat, chill course. Alright, so for the daily wrap of the marathon yesterday, I would have usually made a playlist for a race like this where I already have my favorite songs set aside. But for this race, I forgot to make a playlist. So I just went into the library and just played what was there, and it's sorted by, the date in which it's been added. Still came across a lot of good songs, so there's no issues there. And then above, you can see, just the highlights of what was on yesterday's rotation. So, mainly a lot of underground rap music, from artists such as Glock 40 Spaz, Xavier So Bass, and KO. And a couple of more commercial or mainstream records, such as Built Boys by Rack Baby, and the most well-known commercial record, The World Is Yours by Nas. And so that's kind of the wild card of the mix, just given the sort of style and experimentation of the rest of the songs in here. But The World Is Yours is a very significant song to me, basically a staple from my freshman year of college. So, away from home, in the winters in New Hampshire, I'm, playing ball, and it was a challenging time. Winter workouts, classes, the weather, just, a lot of challenges at once. But, this song was kind of like my daily mantra or motivation. This was my alarm clock to set the day, or to start the day. Yeah, it just kind of reminded me the world is yours despite all the difficulties and challenges. So it just kind of pushed me to rise to the occasion, every day and keep grinding, keep working. And so during the race, this song actually popped up around mile 20 or 21, which was a pretty critical time because at that point, that's when you really start to get fatigued and a lot of people start to hit a bit of a wall. In your training, you're going to go up to 20 miles. So those first 20 miles are going to feel a bit familiar. And it's those last 6 miles where it's really a grind. So that song popped up at the right time and just gave me the motivation to stay the course, keep pushing, and ultimately finish the race. Alright, so that's pretty much the recap of the race. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like what you see, feel free to leave a like. Share with others and follow the page for more vids. I'll be taking a few days off just to recover from the race. My leg's a bit sore, but, it'll only take a few days to kind of reset and, get back in the swing of things. I'm preparing for the Cherry Blossom 10 miler here in DC on April 12th. So I'll have some runs in between then. I'll get back to the, standard format of the POV footage and all that type of stuff. So just stay tuned for more. Alright, peace.